Welcome to the studio. Today we're going to do a little studio tour. This is the room that I use to do pretty much all arts, crafts, video editing, sewing. You can kind of tell by the brick wall and the slanted everything that this room used to just be a covered porch, and then some previous owner enclosed it, so it's kind of like a Three Seasons room, but we use it year round. Hot in the summer, cold in the winter, but it's a great little space. Works for what we need it for, so let's show you around. Let's start back here. I guess a little preamble to all of this as well. I am planning on redoing this space soon. It's basically been the exact same since we moved in 5 years ago, and is kind of showing where it's not working, aka storage. But this is where we're at now. This is kind of my reading nook, which it isn't anymore because there's not a chair. But when we redo it, the pink chair that's currently in the front of the room, gonna move back here. We have nice window, some books on writing, plants in various states of dead, and then kind of gallery walls on either side. Some my art, some other people's art. I'll put in the description who the art's by because I can't remember off the top of my head. But the little embroidery and the 2 block prints right there I did. Another one of my block prints. Another one of my embroideries. Down here on the floor is just a little bookshelf. It's hilarious because this floor is slanted pretty steeply because used to need rain to fall off of it. So when I bought this, I actually had to cut about an inch and a half off the legs on this side to make it appear even because the windows are level, just nothing else is. And then I also have this little curio cabinet that I've been working on. It's like a third of the way done. I'll get back to it eventually. It's just kind of a long-term project. I guess we can do over here. So this is my little art cart. It's glues and block printing supplies, paint and colored pencils, and then markers, watercolor, cutting supplies, tape, pens, tiny scraps of paper, everything else kind of on top. And then slowly being decorated with stickers. This is my arts and crafts desk. This is actually one of the things that's going to be going away when I redo the studio, because the black desk that's behind you is going to go here, and then I'm going to get a desk over there that raises and lowers to make it easier when I'm sewing and quilting. But this has served me for a long time. This actually came from Louisville with us, and it opens up to just, I don't know the last time I opened this. It's just a bunch of junk. Stapler. Broken ruler. Never know when you need that. A newspaper from July 20th, 2021. Watercolor paint. A moon. Never know when you need a moon. A bunch of stuff from our trip to California 4 years ago that I meant to junk journal with and never did. All sorts of useless stuff. Another thing of interest is this spider plant that I've had for 2 years and has never produced an offshoot because I hate spider plants, so I never water it. Nailed it. Back on the floor again for all of these little storage units. I have quilting books, sketchbooks, spare paper, some paint, and then all of these are just filled with craft supplies. And then the one you can't see has my serger in it. These are going to go away when I get around to updating in here. They're just kind of not the vibe anymore. These are another thing that when we moved came with us, and they just came in here but never really meant for this space. I'm planning on getting IKEA Ivar shelves with the closed storage underneath and the shelves above, so a lot of the craft stuff can go in the clothes storage still, and then we'll have some nice shelves for more storage. Anything fun? Show you some more block prints. A little snake. This is a favorite. We do our Christmas cards every year in a block print. I think I have. Yeah, this is a test from last year. This is, I think, my first ever. Some Lego block print. Oh yeah, Christmas cards from 2 years ago. Christmas card from 3 years ago. Christmas card from 4 years ago. I guess we'll pop up. So on the tabletop right here, we have our little provisional press. I love this thing. If you do any like at-home printing, highly recommend. We'll link their Instagram and website below because I love them so much. And these are just shelves filled with fun stuff. I'll give you a little tour. Don't judge me because I didn't clean them off. Just really a bunch of stuff. And then right next to this, I do have another just kind of decoration that has a bunch of different things. Another block print I did. That one was wood block instead of lino cut. Standing again, we have a printer. This monitor kind of splits its time between on top of the printer and on the desk, depending on if the sewing machine is on the desk or not. When this room gets updated, the monitors will always live on the black desk down there, and this table will be for sewing, crafts, everything. I was looking at IKEA like standing desks for over here, but I actually was on Reddit and someone had recommended the Husky like standing workbench, and it's cheaper, it looks sturdier, it's an actual wood block top. So I think that's what we're gonna get. This is the black desk I've been referencing. It's a fun little lima bean shape. It's got some drawers right here. It really is a great writing computer desk, so I'm excited for it to go down there and just kind of live as that. I do plan on taking out, I don't know if you can even see it, there's a wooden like windowsill extension right here. I'm gonna take that out for when the standing desk gets in here because that'll just be in the way. But right now, this kind of doubles as the sewing desk / computer desk. A lot of times I'll put the second monitor down on top of the computer when I'm actually using this for sewing. But right now it's kind of dual purpose for the video. I am going to move this pink chair, like I said, back to that corner so it becomes a reading nook again. But next is the kind of like messy, can't do anything about one of the reasons we need more storage in here, spaces, and it's whoop, this tiny corner right here. So on top of this shelf is a current sewing project, and then it's kind of like miscellaneous sewing supplies, a really loud motorcycle outside, embroidery stuff and a little wobbles, some block printing stuff and Legos that I use for printing ephemera, weaving stuff for this loom that I've had for years and haven't finished yet. More ephemera and block printing stuff, miscellaneous sewing supplies, and a quilt that I'm working on for my mom right now. So on top of this little plastic thing that it's awful, doesn't even open and close properly anymore, is spare fabric and a throw quilt fabric for me. And then inside the drawers is literally just scrap fabric and thread, scrap fabric, dye, and more scrap fabric. And then yeah, this is a bag full of scrap fabric, batting. It just sits here. You can see how this can be better organized. We'll end down here because it gives more art studio vibes. But thanks for joining me on this little tour. I will overlay a clip of how this room looks at night because it is so moody with the little twinkle lights and the just kind of bad lighting in here. I am definitely planning on recording and bringing y'all along for the process of redoing this. This is the first time I'll say this on this channel, But if you want to see that process, be sure to subscribe. Ow, mental damage. Anyways, am I ever gonna get good at outros? It's literally the worst part of the video.